Hey y'all. So this evening I'm coming at you with a mandolin review, which is something that's kind of off the script for me. I'm a banjo player and a guitar player. So disclaimer, I am not a professional mandolin player whatsoever, but I do know enough to kind of swarp around on one a little bit. So about 8 months ago, I said, I want to learn how to play the mandolin. So I began this very in-depth kind of OCD crazy online market research trying to find the professional level mandolin that I wanted to get to learn on. So after listening to what feels like a sound clip of every mandolin in existence, I decided to roll the dice and get one of these Klōs guitars carbon fiber mandolins. You know, the couple of videos that there were out there of them, they sounded really good. So I got one, and now here I am. I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. So a real quick look. It's got a radiused fretboard, stainless steel frets. It's got like a Ebonex fingerboard, and of course the top, sides, back, neck, headstock, they are all woven carbon fiber. It's got a tone bar. I've had it for several months. It ain't been in the case but maybe 3 or 4 times. My little boy's played around on it, got his little sticky hands all over it. I've knocked it over and left it in the vehicle in the hot and in the cold. I filled it up with water yesterday just to make a funny video about, you know, humidity and, you know, preventing humidity cracks and stuff. That was a purely satire video. I'll probably link it in the description down here on this video. But yeah, these things, like they bark. The first thing that I really noticed about this thing was the level of sustain. I mean, this thing rings forever. And as a banjo player, I really, really, really like that. Banjo players, we love us some sustain, but we also love us some note decay too. And this thing has a really good note decay whenever you're picking. And I'll say that the machining that they have achieved on this is so accurate. I mean, you can set this thing up to where it darn near feels like playing an electric guitar. So it's got that going for it big time. Best playing mandolin that I've had in my hands. And I'll touch on the sustain again. I think that a reason that it's got so much of the sustain too, I really like these tuners. The tuners have metal buttons on them, and that adds a weight to the tuners, and an added weight to the tuners with like brass or stainless steel tuner buttons will actually increase sustain and clarity and stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, let me play a couple of things on it for you. I mean, the bottom line is I absolutely love this thing. You can't get one of these and expect it to sound exactly like a wood mandolin, but by golly, it's louder than any wood mandolin I've had my hands on. This is a banjo killer right here. You know, you can drown the banjo out with this thing. It's easily twice as loud as any other mandolin I've had my hands on or seen or heard out in the wild, you know. So let's see, I'll try to fumble around with some booth shot Lincoln. got a really good chop too. See, I told you I'm not a professional. But yeah, man, these things are the real deal. It's unbelievable that they have made an instrument that sounds like this out of carbon fiber. It's got so much projection. It's got so much clarity. The only way I can really describe the clarity that it's got in person is like that of running water. It's got like this sparkle or shimmer to it that I've not heard in a wood mandolin. It's just so pure and loud, and I mean you can get subtle tones too. You know, it's not always da 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 loud. You can. Yeah, I mean it's got some bark, and it's so comfortable. It does take a moment to get used to. You know, if you're used to traditional instruments, it does take a moment to get used to. But you know, you can't beat taking a mandolin around with you everywhere, though. I mean, I've took this everywhere with me. It rides permanently in the passenger side floorboard of my vehicle, leaned up on my seat. And I feel like it really has, you know, it's driven me to really learn how to play mandolin a little bit better. I want to feel worthy of having this thing. You know, it drives me to learn more. Every time I get frustrated, you know, I'll pick this thing up if I'm frustrated on a banjo song or something, and this thing just really outshines any mandolin that I have previously had or laid hands on. So if y'all get a chance, to ever put hands on one of these, I highly suggest you do it and listen to them yourself. Or if you're somewhere and you see me, holler at me. I've probably got it with me and I'll let you play it. It made a believer in carbon fiber out of me, that's for sure. But anyway, I guess I'll quit jabbering y'all's ear off and maybe try to play one more song.